Hi everyone, I'm Brock. So today let's introduce my key takeaways between my discussion about the discussion between me and my professor Calvin. So let's start. So this meeting covered four topics: the business model pivot from pay to generate to a free creation and publish marketplace model. Second one is about copyright and terms of services. Third one is about market strategy and user acquisition. The fourth one is about commercial goals. First thing about the business model. So here is a big strategy shift in how end user interact with hongyi.ai. Previously, user had to pay to generate content, but now I prefer to make content creation and the publication entirely free. Users create visual novel content at zero cost, and they can publish it on my website hongyi.ai. And so the website will serve such as a marketplace where other users can browse and discover published works. And we allow users to download all individual resources they generate, such as images, text, which they can use in other some elsewhere, such as Unity projects. However, I will compose these resources into a playable visual novel experience and provide a hosted link. At this stage, the link will direct to my homepage rather than allow, direct to my homepage, and they can put this link into their personal website. The second topic is about the copyright and terms of services. Since images are AI generated, copyright ownership is pretty nuanced. At this moment, I'm thinking about give the copyright to the end user. Well, or I should say, give the copyright to the content creator. But Professor Kevin mentioned that, for example, like a Google Drive and YouTube, when user upload content to their platform, actually the copyright belong to Google Drive and YouTube. This is actually something I didn't know before. I have thought that, for example, if you upload your family pictures to Google Drive, you are the owner of your picture, but based on Professor Kevin, it's actually belong to Google. And so my current thought is that I should refer to AI companies such as OpenAI as a baseline rather than Google storage services, because they are pretty different. The third part is about market strategy and user acquisition. At this moment, how I do marketing is actually make videos and upload videos on YouTube or Bilibili, Redbooks, things like that. It's kind of like a passive advertisement. But actually, Professor Kevin thinks that it doesn't work out. He thinks that proactive marketing is necessary. But I think that it requires significant resources like time and money. And Kevin thinks that I should find the real users. I shouldn't just close my door, create it by myself. Well, myself is one user, but it's not enough, right? I need to find audience who really want to use those tools to make visual novels, right? For example, if I can ask my friends to play test it, but friends may do me a favor, but they won't want to use it later. I really need to find some users, they have internal motivations to use my tools, no matter who creates this tool. So maybe I will think about, use LinkedIn to achieve outreach. The conclusion is that maybe I will think about offline networking. Well, offline networking, I think is still, I don't know. I'm not sure it's, yeah, I'm not sure whether it's efficient or not, but I will think about it because since I'm based in Bay Area, maybe I can find some groups and may find some, people who are interested to try the product I'm creating. The fourth topic we discuss about is about revenue model and commercial goals. So my initial goal, right? So again, it's based on how many paying users I can find, right? How many people are willing to pay to watch those AI generated visual content? Yeah. So a metaphor I have is that I use others engine, which is a LLM model, and I want to build a car. And the key challenge is that I want to not just stay in my garage and build a car, and I need to find out who is willing to pay for my car. The fifth thoughts came from my entrepreneurial experience during undergraduates. So I and my friends, Fortune, we created Widamu and we put it online. People find it, have income, and investors reach out to us, and we get 1 million Chinese yuan dollars. But when we graduated, he went to Tencent, and I went to Shanghai Jobs University. We shut down our company. And yeah, and whether it's really have market value. So for this part, it's actually didn't came from real data. It came from my personal experience because I like reading. I like visual novel games. And here's a website called 晨光游戏. And when I was an undergraduate, I did pay for it to watch those stories I like. So key takeaways. Firstly, maybe consider attending offline events weekly. Secondly, find real users, not just my friends. Third one, maybe try LinkedIn outreach. Fourth one is finalize the copyright policy. So how to deal with the copyright, right? Fifth is continue, product development because that's the core, right? That's something I want to sell to people. And sixth is, again, improve the marketplace feature. And in principles, product market fit before policy, real users versus favor users, right? Proactive marketing strategy, passion-driven set projects. But if you do things just driven by passion, it cannot go too far. And Premier validation, which came from my direct user experience in 晨光游戏. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. And well, thank you everyone. Bye.